Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's clear the energy and tune in. Beautiful? Yes, beautiful. I hope you are well. Choosing the love. Moving from your heart space. Reminding yourself that you are loved, worthy. Remembering that you are looked after. Even when it feels like you're not, or seems like you're not. Yar! Yar! What's this? Interbeing. Whoa. Lynx. I had a dream where there was a group of lynx. I thought they were bobcats, but I looked them up and it was this one. I mean, lynx and bobcats are, I think they're like lions and mountain lions, kind of differentiation. Interbeing. Oh, there's a peacock on her head with a candle. There's ships. There's doves. The interbeingness. Beautiful. Let's see what the book says. We are connected to everyone and everything. This means that we carry much responsibility. We are part of a great network, a wonderful mystery of connections. Sometimes it seems like what we do affects us alone, but this is not truly the case. If you work on yourself today, overcome your jealousy, your envy, or your resentment, you are doing this for all the people. Everything is connected to everything else, and everyone is responsible for the well-being and evolvement of humanity. Start with yourself. You can be certain of the support of the light beings. Yes. You are divinely looked after. Yes. I had some issues with my vehicle. She's getting old. And so I was on the side of the road with the hood up and breaking the illusion. Having a moment, and this kind lady walked by. Are you okay? What's going on here? I can't do anything. I have a phone. Can you call somebody? I'm like, I can call BCAA. And then she went on her way, and then another man walked by with his dog. And he started getting all in there, taking off things. And I'm like, oh, you're familiar with the vehicles. And oh yeah. He was like a mechanic or something. Anyways, it turned out it was something to do with my brakes. But this is the thing, right? I'm sitting there on the side of the road feeling sorry for myself because I'm all alone, right? And these people just show up out of nowhere to offer a friendly, hey, I see you, and hey, let me look in there for you, right? So, this is the illusion of separation. We are divinely connected in ways that we can't fathom, right? Energetically, people flowing in and out with each other around the same time. You know, you keep crossing paths with people. Well, there's an energetic resonance, an energetic connection. Yes, it's very cool. So, this illusion of separation, we're never alone. We are connected to the great web of life, right? To the world, to the universe. Energy is everything, everything. And we're connected. The illusion is the disconnection, right? But what we perceive as disconnection is actually frequency variations. Oh, okay. What else we got? Yes. Ingwas. Okay, another wildcat protection. The reserve your energy so that you are well prepared for any big expenditures of energy needed to go after what you want, take action, make movements, play, all of the things. And the links here too, the spiritual significance was a lot, but they're also protectors. So you've got protection from the animal spirits as well, which is gorgeous. We love an animal spirit protection. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and throughout my day yesterday, this bump in the road, it was a test. Like, where's your brain at, right? Is this going to collapse you? Is this going to send you back into the swirling pits of whys again, right? Or are you a true master of your mind? And there were so many beautiful treasures along the way. I stopped at the beach and found this shelf mushroom, but it had this cool tail. It was just lying on the beach like, hey, how you doing? The ocean was gorgeous, right? There was lots of things to look at, the way the sun was coming through the trees. There was lots of things to focus on other than the thing that I didn't have any control over, right? This is the practice. That, okay, this is happening, but I'm not going to bring it in and worry or stress. I'm just going to move with it, right? Allow it. Stay connected and see how things unfold, right? Watch the true divinity unfold. Like a mechanic walking by with his dog within 5 minutes of me being on the side of the road. Yes, right? Okay. Let's get one of these. Let's do a shafisha first. Look at that. Yeah. The work is your alchemy, your ability to turn something less than into gold, right? Yes, that's your tending of self-independence. It's such a loud, that's why people do the quiet shuffle. Okay. What are we gonna pull out today from this deck? Yeah, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There could have been 6. I think there were 6 in my dream, the lynxes that showed up. It was also telling me about perspective because the person, oh hey, it's a bush tit. They're so tiny. I was standing on a porch looking out, and somebody was driving away in a car, and they pulled around out of the driveway and onto the road, but then they saw a lynx on the road. So they got out to come back into the yard to tell me that I should go with them because there was a lynx around. As he was saying that, I saw 2 other ones, one coming out of the bush, one coming from over here, which was in between me going out there. But I already was like, no, you have to come to me because you're surrounded by freaking lynxes out there, right? And then he was taken out by them. No blood or gore or anything, just like completely covered. There was one up here, there was one across here, and there was one down here, and they dragged him away. And I tried to throw knives. I had like these butter knives, and I was gonna try and chuck them to spook them away so he could run, right? But it was like throwing balloons against the wind, ineffectual. And then I, upon, psychoanalyzing, I realized that they were protecting me. They were my spirit guides or animals. Because it was not safe for me to go out there, even though they were my protectors. But from my position, I knew what was best for me, right? It was one of those kind of lessons. From where someone is standing they don't necessarily have all the information. You have to make your own choice for yourself, for your own safety, right? Okay. We've got love coming out. This is beautiful. Yes, your interbeingness, your frequency, the illusion is that there is no love. It's all love, right? It's all love. Just like pain, right? The physical experience is varying degrees of pain, right? A touch can feel good, but with more pressure, it can hurt, right? And so love is like a softening, a tender caress. It's like a tender caress. And fear is like a gritty grip. I don't know. Gritty grip. Okay. What about this love of self? It starts with self first. Through your spiritual tending, through your quieting, through your connection, through this space of openness with your higher self, being led by your central sun. Yes. But King of Swords, your discernment, ability to take action upon your truth, upon your knowing, cutting away all that doesn't serve. This is the action man, the king of communication. It's also speaking your truth, taking action on your words. Sometimes boundaries require words. Sometimes we can just, you know, imply boundaries. And other times we have to actually say them out loud, right? Okay, creation, wholeness, harmony, evolution, and energetic bursts, which is beautiful because we've got the evolution of our part in the evolution of the people through our own tending, right? This is the illusion of separation, the illusion of I don't matter, or all of the things that keep us away from this, right? Away from the love. And to be able to see through it, even those people who are filled with angst and animosity, that's their illusion, right? That's their facade that was put together, built upon for protection from trauma, right? But at the core, it's all love. It's all love at the core. Okay. If you receive this rune in a reading, consider taking time away to create space for transformation and inner growth. It is a time to build up your energy stores. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed. The spark of life and the germinating seed, it has enormous creative potential and is the fertile male representation in balance with Berkano's female. It's like the emperor of the runes. Okay. Okay. So we're discerning, we're working on our heart space, our belief systems, our vision, our ability to see through illusion, beyond facade, right? Not being seduced by the superficial surface things. Holding wishes. Open to receive wishes coming true. By being in your heart space, by being in flow by your ability to go with the flow. Okay, this is what encourages, supports the time shifting, the timelines reorganizing, the movement of all of the things. Here, my dummy. It's before breakfast for me today. Okay, so that's beautiful. Also, a gorgeous balance between the being and the doing, right? Being in your heart space, in flow, creative, and knowing, taking action, boundary setting, communication, swift decisiveness. Yes. Like decisive action. You want to jump on this train that's going by. You got to line it up. You got to time it right. And then you got to jump. You hesitate. You miss it. You hesitate. You fall, right? So decisive. Now. Take action now. And how do you know when your heart says so? Yes. What's that one? Don't overthink it. That's what that one is. Be mindful of your thoughts. Your thoughts are seeds that you toss into all of that fertile soil you've spent time cultivating in your healing. So be careful what you think about. Be careful what seeds you sow. This is why your gifts of instant manifestation can't happen until you get your brain right. Otherwise, we're blowing up, right? We've got the Queen of Wands, authentically shining, holding the vision, in touch with intuition, abundant, authentic, charismatic, seen, and magical. Yes. Okay, balancing in your states, all of your states. Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, right? This is the connection. This is the practice. This is the focus. This is the alignment. This is the flow state, right? This is the frequency tuning so that the timelines of your greatest and highest can access you, line up with you. Co-mingle. I had too many words all at once. Okay. Let's see what card wants to come out for us. Let's get a kitty card. Seems how we got two big cats. Meet Samson. He is a shimmering concoction of wildness and strength. Does it sound like somebody else? He lives perpetually under the full moon. With limitless abandon, he races over the hills, feeling the perfect harmony of his body moving unhindered by thoughts, unfettered by beliefs of who he should be or how he should act. Samson is fully himself without question or excuse. If you have been the oh so proper house cat for too long, step outside and awaken your precious wild self. Unleash your longings and join Samson under the moon's wild light. Yes. Yes. Okay. What else? Oh, yeah. Animal oracles. That makes sense. Speaking of all the animals, the other thing with all this feline energy is instinct and calm, right? I'm thinking observing, stalking. Mims, she'll watch me when I'm moving around in the kitchen. She'll just sit there. And, every once in a while I'll look over and then she's slow blinking at me. But she's studying my moves. She's like, what's happening, calculating all of the things, right? They're smart. They know your sounds and your routines and your systems, and they keep close watch and move accordingly, which is great because then it's kind of, there's an opportunity for some sort of communication, right? Okay. Let's get to, we've got the whale, speaking of going with the flow, and the nightingale, speaking of bush tits. Look them up, they're so cute. They're like bodies like this big, and then they've got a tail that's like this long, and they're just like, hello. Okay. Let's see here what we've got. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale. There's a turtle and a frog. And a swan and a dolphin. There we go. Desire to delve deeper, profound peace, and ancient wisdom. Yes. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. Compassion. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. Yes, embody the whale in your heart and use it as your beacon. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into the old story. Interesting. To bring into balance regular self care. There's that maintenance, right? In all of the areas. It's balance. We need balance in all of the areas. We could be proficient in one and, all the others have fallen away. That is not harmonious balancing, right? Okay, and then the nightingale. The nightingale. Which is right here. Okay. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. Okay. Yes, this authentically being, shining, and speaking truth compassionately, right? Beautiful. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, let it out. When in balance, sings and speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy and a lump in the throat. And to bring into balance, music. Yes, music. Okay, let's get some love messages. These two, only two today. Gratitude, that's what you can focus on. And you've got this reminder, you've got this. You're more on this side. Stay there, right? You're more in the love vibe. Stay there. Those little side of the road moments that happen are tiny little pebbles on the pathway and should be considered as such, right? A tiny pebble that gets stuck in your shoe that you pull over and remove. And while you're there, you find a beautiful flower or a beautiful scene that you can focus on instead, right? Yes, and have gratitude for. Gratitude, attitude. Okay. Oh, yeah. I just remembered. Okay, something really cool happened. Speaking of the gratitude. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll go through here first. So we've got the fight encouraging you to flow, to be in balance, compassionate, creative, loving from your heart space. Okay, we've got the sun and the moon here, which is beautiful. I mean, the star, moon and the star. So I want to say your wish will be revealed soon, right? Trust in divine timing. When the moon gets brighter and you can see more. Your voice is a gift, a juicy, delicious gift for grandma. Okay, from grandma. Use it wisely. We've got the coral here. Thank you. This is community. So your truth can help others. Don't hold it in. We've got the sun and the moon, kitty. Okay, this is your balance. This is your beautifulness. This is the love. We've got this horsepower. Okay, this is your movement of timelines to meet you and your ships. You are the captain of your own ships. You bring them in through your frequency tending, right? You're the lighthouse that the ships move towards. Okay, so that's the reading if you're good with that, but I'm going to go off about something else. So just so you know, starting now, love you, appreciate you. Okay, so I stopped at Michael's and I found this bin that had, or like a little plastic baggie that was full of tiny little creatures. And I had forgotten my glasses and I realized I am too far gone in my eyesight to be moving around in life without a pair of reading glasses somewhere. But anyways, I couldn't see what all the animals in this little baggie were, but I saw a dragon and a unicorn. And the dragon was the counterpart to this dragon that I found many, many years ago. And so I was like, oh, all this twinning and stuff, it makes sense. I got to get this other dragon, right? So when I got home and I put my glasses on, there I found that there were 6 dragons, a unicorn, and a Pegasus, okay? And so I was finding homes for everybody. There's this black dragon. There's this green dragon. There's this orange dragon. Okay. And then there's these 2 over here guarding their giant egg. This light blue dragon and a purple dragon. Cool, right? And then, then there was the Pegasus, okay, that wanted to sit here. I just kind of, wherever they stood, I'm like, okay, that's where you want to be. And then I was trying to find a spot for the unicorn, and I found this, or I saw this little flat spot, so I put it there. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to move this out of the way. And I found a charm was hiding in this little cave. And it's the acorns. Okay, beautiful, right? It's the beautifulness. So that's, and look at this unicorn. She has or they have roses in their hair. Beautiful. Just checking out this crystal combination here. Pyrite and what do you call those things? Drusies? Geoids. So cool, right? It had slipped past there and I couldn't see it because this was there and it was blocking. So it was Like, this is the kind of treasures I'm talking about that just appear, that you discover at the right time in the right place. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, okay? Look, it's beautiful. Okay. So that's what I got for you today. Okay. Oh, I also brought my little fairy here as well into the mix. So that's what we got there. Okay. Fun stuff. Dragons are abound. They're everywhere. You are divinely protected. Okay, speaking of animals, and it's funny because Mims, I was snuggling with her last night, and I was thinking, in my mind, dragons are like cats. Or, yeah, cats are like dragons. I don't know. I feel like dragons have cat vibes. Okay. There you have it. Thanks for being here if you're still here. And love and appreciate you. Okay, you got this. You got this. Be in gratitude. Hold the love. Self care. Know you're protected. Tend. Be authentically gorgeous. Okay. Love you and see you soon. Bye for now.